Hey, welcome back to the Girl Be Free podcast. I'm your host, Siobhan, your community cultivator and founder of Be Free Project. I help women who are ready to flourish, feel fulfilled, and be free to show up for themselves. I am deeply passionate about community, sisterhood, and personal growth. So if that's your jam, keep on listening. And now let's get into the show. Hey, welcome back to another episode of the podcast. I am delighted to be in your ears for another week. All right, so this week I am loving the change of the season. So now that we are full into fall, I have been enjoying every moment of it. Specifically, when I go on my walks in the morning, I literally get to see the season change. And I don't know if I've ever been as present as I am now, like feeling the breeze, watching the leaves fall off the tree, seeing the leaves on the ground. I'm truly experiencing fall in the moment. And that is something that I'm deeply grateful for. Like, I have so much freedom in my life, in my mind, in my heart. The number one, I get to go for these beautiful walks in the morning for as long as I want to go. And while I'm walking, I get to see the season change from one season to the next. And then I'm so present that I'm experiencing all of it. And I remember when I used to work in corporate America and just being so busy with everything in life, and I wanted more freedom in my time and in my day. And now I get to experience the seasons change. I get to see it. I get to be present in the moment. And it's something that I'm truly in love with. Okay, on to today's episode, which is 8 secrets on how to be consistent every single day. And today I'm going to start by sharing a quote with you. And it says, "If only people understood how important it is to be consistent. Everything that has value in life is a product of consistency. Success, health, fitness, wealth, friendships, relationships, and all other aspirations are all about consistency." I'm not sure who the author is. I saw it on Pinterest, but it speaks volumes that if you want your life to be different, you have to be consistent in the areas of your life that matter most to you. So when you look at your physical health, your mental health, your relationships, your friendships, your career, it's important that you consistently show up in all areas of your life in order for you to reach the level of success that you want. This episode is going to tie into last week's episode about focus. So if you haven't listened to that episode, I highly recommend it. And then come back and listen to this one because they will tie in together. So first things first, and it stands repeating, number one is to define your why. In order to be consistent and show up in your life, you have to know why you're doing what you're doing. Why are you doing the things that matter to you? What is the purpose? Why is it meaningful to you? And when you clearly define why you are doing something, you're more likely to follow through. So I'll give you an example. I show up for Be Free Project every single day because I'm crystal clear on my why, which is to be a light and empower others to be free. And I want to impact millions of lives all over the world by teaching women what it means to be fulfilled and free in their lives. The only way that I can make the impact that I envision for my life is to show up. And that takes consistency. And honestly, this is something that I get complimented on all the time is people say, "You are so consistent." And I do that because I am determined to succeed and live a life that feels good to me inside and out. And I understand, just like that quote that I just read, is that in order to be successful, you have to consistently show up. There's no getting around that. And so the difference in my life and your life, it's because I have defined my why, and because it's crystal clear to me, I know that I have to consistently show up for myself and the people that I'm connected to. Number 2, understand that every day you're not going to feel like being consistent. So whether you are working on exercising more, going for daily walks, maybe you are writing a book, maybe you are spending more time with your kids, maybe you are working on a passion project, whatever it is, there are going to be days where you don't feel like it, but that cannot stop you from being consistent because you have to show up anyway. I know all of the times that I had to start over, it's always frustrating. And I always kick myself thinking, why didn't you just stick with it? Why didn't you stay the course? Because it's more frustrating starting over than if you stay consistent. Even if your consistency means you have to move at a slower pace, I still want you to keep going, okay? So I really want you to think through that, because consistency doesn't mean that you go as fast as you can to get things done. No, sometimes you have to slow it down, especially if there's things that are changing in your life. But even if you have to go slow, keep going. Number 3 is to get support and have accountability. I said this in last week's episode. The reason that I'm able to show up, and I've always been able to show up in the way that I do, because I surround myself with women who are also on their personal growth journey. And because they're on their own journey, we can encourage, inspire, and motivate one another. They hold me accountable to do what I say that I'm going to do, and I do the same for them. If you do not have accountability, I said this last week, it's going to be easy for you to give up. It will be easy for you to quit. You need someone, at least one person in your corner that you can reach out to and say, hey, I'm doing this thing. I need you to hold me to it. It is hard for many people to stay motivated and stick to the course year after year after year. Shoot, day after day. You need people in your corner to support and to help you. So I am going to continue to encourage you to join the Be Free Inner Circle, because that is a community that has already been curated to hold you accountable to get things done. On top of getting sisterhood, on top of getting resources, on top of having a space where you don't have to be strong and you can just be vulnerable. That is a space for you. And if you want to be consistent in your life, you need to set yourself up to win. And the way that you win is within the Be Free Inner Circle, because now you have support to help you stay consistent. Number 4, forgive yourself for the mistakes that you've made and give yourself grace, okay? Consistency takes discipline. Don't beat yourself up over whatever happened in the past. So what? You cannot go back in the past. You can't change it. All you can do is move forward. Give yourself a little grace and move forward with ease. Number 5, and this kind of piggybacks to number 3, surround yourself with people that are consistent so you can feed off their energy. Number 5, and this kind of ties into number 3. Surround yourself with people that are consistent so you can feed off their energy. Listen, there are moments when I don't feel like doing certain things, but because I have cultivated a community of my own personal friends and I have the Be Free Inner Circle, I know that I am surrounded by people who are doing their work, so I am more likely to show up. And if I can see them showing up for themselves, even in the smallest way, then I know at least I can do something for myself. So you want to make sure that you're surrounded by the type of energy that's going to feed your soul and fuel you, because there will be days when you don't feel like showing up for yourself, and it's going to be hard to be consistent. So that's why you have to connect and surround yourself with the right people. Number 6, set yourself up to win. And what I mean is that I need you to eliminate any negative self-talk, okay? Stop beating yourself up by thinking you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you always quit, you always give up. All of that negative stuff, get rid of that and feed your mind with something positive. Don't allow yourself to stay in a negative headspace and focus on all of the things that you didn't get done. It's okay.
Every single day, you get a fresh start. Number 6, eliminate negative self-talk so you can set yourself up to win. So I don't want you being hard on yourself, saying things like, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I never stick to anything. You got to get rid of those negative thoughts so then that way you can focus on something positive. I am a firm believer in reciting affirmations to reprogram your mind to think something different. And if you are constantly beating up on yourself and holding on to negative thoughts and negative energy, that will keep you in a stuck space. I want you to win. And in order to win, I need you to reprogram the way that you think about yourself and how you're showing up. Okay. If you do not have the Girl Be Free affirmation cards, I highly recommend them. They will help you begin to shift your mindset. So the link is in the bio for you to order your copy. They're super duper affordable, and it's the perfect way to get started with shifting your mindset with the affirmation cards. Number 7, and I've hinted on this a few times, prepare for the moments when you don't feel like it. What do I mean? Again, you're not going to feel like showing up every day. And especially if you're new to being consistent or you struggle with consistency, you're going to have to set yourself up to win, like I just mentioned, and prepare yourself for moments when you don't feel like it. So here are some quick things you can do. Make a music playlist. I have a playlist called Dopamine, and I have very uplifting, ratchet, empowering songs in there because I know if I need to feel good, I just need to play some music, and I typically will listen to music, some rap or something like that. Read a chapter of an inspiring book that you like, or maybe listen to a podcast, anything that's going to uplift your spirits when you don't feel like showing up for yourself. Have a quick chat with a friend. My friends and I love to send voice notes all day long, or we text each other, and we also FaceTime. But whenever we have a moment when we just need to get out of our feelings and just have some encouragement, we'll send a voice note, we'll text each other or something like that. So check in with your friends and just get the encouragement that you need when you don't feel your best. Go for a walk. Listen, that's a part of the 3 to be free, right? Which is the 3 things that I do every single day that have transformed my life, which is walk daily, affirm myself, and take action. So anytime that I'm feeling off, or I don't feel like doing something, or I just need a boost, I will go for a walk. And it can be a quick walk, a long walk, but I always get outside to get some fresh air. And once I do that, I always feel good afterwards. So the key here is to surround yourself with people and things that will keep you motivated. So number 8 is to start small, let it be easy, and practice. So what I mean by this is find something small that you can do that's easy, that you can start to build consistency around. So for example, if you want to give up soda for a period of time, let's just call it 2 weeks, don't buy any soda in your home and drink more water. And then you can add on something else once you see you can be consistent with that. So start small, make it easy, and then practice frequently. So for another example, if you want to start a morning ritual, this doesn't mean you have to do everything in the morning, but just choose one thing that's small. So if you want to meditate, find something easy with the 5-minute affirmation. I love the app Insight Timer because you can find different meditations at different time points that you want. But if you want to start practicing meditation, find a quick 5-minute meditation and consistently do that for a week. And just see how that feels, right? And then again, as you start doing one thing, you can add on as you grow. So then that way you can see and show yourself that you can be consistent. Remember, do not be hard on yourself. Every day you get to start fresh. And again, make sure you're surrounding yourself with people in your life who are also on their personal growth journey, because you need the support. I'll continue to say this journey is not meant to be done alone. So make sure you find your community, and you can do that in the Be Free Inner Circle at BeFreeInnerCircle.com to learn more. Okay, So your journal prompt for this week is, what gives you hope? And your affirmation is, I create the life I choose to live. Again, you can share your growth with me by using the hashtag BeFreeProject. You can write your response to today's prompt in your journal and then tag me so I can see it. You can share it in your IG stories or shoot me a DM, whatever works best for you. As always, please, if you're enjoying the work that I'm doing here, share this episode with a friend. I would love for you to leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Subscribe to the podcast so you never miss out on an episode. And don't forget, every week I send out a newsletter, really like my personal journal entry, straight from my heart, right to my newsletter list. And you can find that link right in the show notes. And if you would love to treat me to a cup of coffee, there's a link for that too. All right, until next time, girl, be free.
My name is Donna Norman, and I'm from Hampton, Virginia. I joined the Be Free Inner Circle as a way of connecting with like-minded women. Being in the Be Free Inner Circle helps me to hold fast to my purpose and to push forward in achieving my goals. As a member of the Be Free Inner Circle, I've had the opportunity to make personal and business connections. I've had the opportunity to be of support and to receive support. And I really enjoy the daily accountability prompts. Particularly, the online chats and group coaching offer an opportunity to connect on a deeper level. Siobhan and the women in the Be Free Inner Circle remind me to be purposeful and intentional about showing up for myself daily.